Greetings to you. This is a brief topic about one of the mind control gang's crimes in Iraq, which is that the elements of this dirty gang attacked the Shaheed Manda community in Iraq, smeared their reputation, and exerted the most ugliest forms of pressure on them and an unbearable psychological warfare. For example, there is an old man from this sect who was working in making rings, which is a profession he used to buy from one of the stores, but the owner of the shop refused to sell it and told him frankly that the righteous sect is impure and it is not permissible to deal with them. Of course. This is the owner of the shop, or the person who was recruited by gangs of filthy mind control that work as a terrorist gang and at the same time exploit the security quality that they have in Iraq to achieve their evil and dirty purposes. This sect, these gangs of filthy cowards, are exploiting idiots and fools, as well as morally degraded ones, in achieving their evil purposes in Iraq, and the result was an almost colossal integration of this. The sect, of course, this man fled out of Iraq because of such filthy deeds, and he was living in the middle of Iraq in the province of Diwaniyah. Of course, this poor man left everything in order to escape from such a very simple example. I wanted to reveal to you the truth of this terrorist who made himself a prophet inside Iraq. Believe me, that he is not a Christian. Absolutely neither he nor the homosexual security agent with whom these people pretended allegiance said that they had changed their religion and entered the Bible church inside Iraq. Here they noticed that this completely distorted the Christian religion and devised false teachings. Something else has made a Christian in. One at Christian also strikes the Canadian forces in Iraq, for example, or makes something like a blatant hatred against America and the countries of Europe. Another thing is worse than this, which is that they, unfortunately, considered this terrorist as a leader, so they noticed what happens in the churches and how mind control is used by groups in them, and all of them their orders from this terrorist in Iraq, and he invented tricks and he's very dirty. He owns a giant intelligence network that was affiliated with the previous regime, and he made religion a cover for it. All ideas of this devil are not of religion at all and have nothing to do with God at all. God is very unfortunately also the one who hates America and the countries of Europe, and not at all. God, unfortunately too, he obtained a position from which he made a model to be adopted in this terrible mistake that is absolutely unforgivable. For example, like a person who has children and there are children of his wife with him as well, and it happened that there was a disagreement between his children from him and who after that, his wife caught a stick and started beating with all force against his wife's children, and although they were not the one who had sinned, while he was holding a feather and beating his sons with it himself, and although they were the ones who had struck the same thing here, this is the son of camels. Yes, look at how he deals with Europe and America, and he made himself a prophet. He treated himself unfairly. He takes revenge on them and wants to completely destroy them, while the second half is the illusion of terrorism. He does not do anything for them at all. Absolutely, and he deserves to crush his head only. He is only a despicable terrorist, and all the laws that he invented are gang laws, not from God, and he also plays with them. The game of dividing society into old and young, or young, is one of his dirty games as well, and both of them are cowardly has. To that, of course, I am just a very simple citizen inside Iraq. I do not work in the government, security, or politics, nor do I have any organization at all in all parts of Iraq, nor am I a tribal leader, nor do I have any followers inside Iraq, nor am I a religious leader, nor an example or a symbol, and I do not own any position with anything. Thus, I am not responsible for any person or entity in Iraq that forges any description of me while it is spying on me by means of mind control. I am not responsible for any deceiving or registering him and giving him any position. I do not do anything either. I do not choose anything for them. I say this. I repeated this often because of my fear for all of my friends that they would fall into that trap of fraud.